Okay, guys, I'm back. Now I'm going to teach you how to put the lens on. You're going to use the bigger plunger. You're going to take the lens out of the case. You're going to put the lens on the plunger, and you're going to fill it up all the way to the top with the saline that I have given you, okay? This is the one usually I use. This is made by Bosch & Lomb, and it's called Scleral, okay? There's a few other ones that I like. There's a brand new one that's called Nutrafil. That's also wonderful. And then there's another one called Lacropure, but just use the one that I give you. It is really, really important that you do not cheat on what I give you, because it's important that solution stays in your eye the whole day. So you just can't use whatever solution you want. It has to be the approved solution. So I'm going to put a few drops of the saline and I fill it up. I mean, I just put like 10 drops in there. It's filled to the brim. So this part is really, really even more important than the taking out part to open up those eyes. So I'm going to show you the way I do it, and then I'm going to teach you the way that a lot of my men have to do it, because women, we're more dexterous with our fingers. We're smaller. We can get the lenses in there. You guys are a little bit bigger, and it's a little bit of an issue. So you have to get the top lashes, and you have to look down. So I'm just gonna top lashes. I'm gonna get my middle finger and lower the bottom. So I got my top lashes, middle finger, and then I look down, and you're gonna feel the water, the moisture, go in a little deeper. Because a lot of times what I find people, they feel the moisture and they pull back, and the lens is still on there. So you have to go in a little bit deeper, but don't also force it in there. It has to be gentle. So that's the way I do it. But like I said, some of the guys and even some of the girls, they can't do it. So the other way to do it is to, depending on which eye you're going for. If you are going for your, I'm going to put in my left. I'm going to open top and bottom. You have to get the lashes. You have to. You don't get the skin. A lot of times people are like, oh, they're open. No, the skin's not going to help. You have to get top lash and bottom lash, okay? And then look down, and with the other hand, in, okay? So if I'm doing my left, you open it with the left. If I'm doing my right, you open it with your right. Okay, so let's do this as an example. I put the lens in here on the plunger, and I never do it this way. So we are going to top and bottom, look down, and then put it in that way. You have to look down. You're gonna feel the moisture, but keep going in, okay? So that is, and then if I were to do the other eye, I would go here, here, down. The other trick, I find that a lot of people when they're getting started is they start with the plunger all the way down here. So it takes a really long time to get here, and then your eyes dry and it doesn't feel good. So like open and have this other hand with the lens and have it close. Don't have it so far. Have it ready to go. So when you've opened, then you're going straight in. Sometimes I'm like noticing that you're almost like stabilizing. Now, another trick too is, because where you're looking at is important. Like you have to be looking straight down. I remember when I first learned how to do this, I would put something that I could look at to keep focus on, to keep looking down at. Or the other thing that's nice is that you can look at the little black, this little spot, the little hole in here, and kind of keep looking at it so that your eyes don't move. This lens has to be properly placed in the center. If it's not in the center, it's not going to work. Like you won't see. Then the other tricky part is that if you do something wrong, with the insertion process. You will get an air bubble, 100% air bubble for sure. And the reason why you've got an air bubble is that you did something wrong. So your lash was in the way, you didn't open enough, you weren't looking perfectly down at the center. So if you have an air bubble, you will know, because you will not be able to see very well. You will actually see the air bubble. Sometimes you can look in the mirror and say, oh, there it is, I can see it. But sometimes it's not really visible in the mirror, but you will be able to sort of look and say, oh yeah, it's right up here. So if that happens, let's go over this again. Little drop on the plunger to remove. We're gonna lift, lower, and then come out. But we gotta get the eyes real open. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in. I'm gonna do it the other technique where these fingers will open. So open, open, and you're gonna keep looking. Okay, so that's that.